Hello lovely people, this is me Ashley here, sending my love from whatever reality I'm in today to you in whatever reality you find yourself in. Please excuse me lying down, but I'm really not very well today, so please just bear with me. This is, I actually wish I had longer to speak about this because it's going to be very difficult to try and put everything that I'm thinking into a quick 15-minute video, so best crack on, eh? And the point of this video is that to me, it seems glaringly obvious now, with the current situation with everybody on, like the world on lockdown, because of this so-called coronavirus pandemic, we're being split. I can see the split between us so wide, between us and the non-affected. Now, the majority of us, not all, granted, not everybody, but the majority of us, one, aren't taken in by it at all, and we see deeper levels and deeper meanings to it. And to me, this just seems like the beginning of the end. It feels like the coming of the New World Order, and the New World Order, let's not forget, is end times. It's being prepared by the world, the power of the world that governs us. And that's what I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about the coronavirus, to be fair. I'm not even sure there is one. At first I thought there was one. Now I'm not sure. But what I do thoroughly believe is that this is the beginning, and I don't think we're ever going to live the way we did 2 weeks ago ever again. And that's where I'm really seeing the difference between those of us who are affected and those of us that aren't. For instance, my own family, hook, line and sinker, they've just taken it hook, line and sinker. And that really is worrying. Because like I said, I don't give a shit about myself really. I'm Mandela affected, so I know I'm not this body. And then it makes me think, I know we're all being taken along on this, through this horrible reality, and every time we're shifting to somewhere crazier. It's getting more and more crazier, and I am feeling less and less connected to the world around me. It means nothing to me. But my family, the unaffected, my husband, he used to be so open. His eyes were open. We knew about the Illuminati like nearly 30 years ago, when most people had never heard of the Illuminati. The pair of us have been deeply into politics, and, and we both into conspiracy theories. But since being Mandela affected, I've lost him on that level, as well as every other level. Where he used to be, I'm saying that I'm worried about what comes next. He isn't. He don't care. He don't care. I'm trying to tell him that I've seen video evidence of people going to these hospitals. I said to him, the world is saying that New York is one of the worst places, and that there's like bodies, dead bodies everywhere, and they're keeping them in freezers and things. And I told him, look, I've seen video evidence of people walking into hospitals in Canada, in America, and they're empty. And on every door it says, don't come here if you've got any symptoms, so where are they going? And he just pushes it off, he shrugs it aside. Now that is not the man that I've known since I was 18. And next month I'll be 55. And it's this kind of thing that's making the whole scenario so much more fucking difficult. Because he believes in the New World Order. He doesn't understand that it's the same thing as end times. He won't have that because he doesn't believe in religion. But even on a New World Order scale, he's not getting it. And my God, that's frustrating. I can't talk to him like I used to, even on this. Even on this. And the one good bit of news was I told him about Bill Gates being involved in the dummy run of the coronavirus in October, and then seeing him on a CNN video saying that he was wanting to vaccinate the whole world, helped by Johnson and Johnson, who will have be ready for human testing in September, who were also part of the dummy run. When I'm talking to him about that, it's like he don't care, he's not listening. And but thank God, when I said that that Bill Gates wants to vaccinate nearly 8 billion of us, thank the living God that he said he wouldn't take the vaccine. So there's a little bit of something in there still. But do you agree? Do you feel the separation more than ever? Because I really do. This last shift has been a shifty one. It's taken us to madness. Utter madness. And I fear for my family, they're going to walk into the mark of the beast. I know they are. I actually said to my friend the other day, I've talked about her to you before. She was the psychologist that I broke down on one day, and it turns out that she is Mandela affected anyway. Thank God. Thank you, God. Not that I can actually see her at the moment, but she's actually a Muslim and waiting for Jesus to return before anybody starts jumping in. I don't want to get into religion because this goes across religions, and that's my point here. She's waiting for end times exactly the same way as the born-again Christians are. Exactly the same way. Waiting for Jesus to return, frightened about the Antichrist coming. They just call it the Dajjal. And she can see, thank God, I've got somebody, although I can't see her at the minute, at least I can have conversations with her over the phone. Because to keep all this inside, all this worry about what happens next, and your loved one's not hearing you, and your loved one's not giving a shit, and feeling less and less connected to this reality. And also the fact that things are really ramping up, don't you think? They're really ramping up at the minute. I've got a feeling that the next few months are going to be a really bumpy ride. But it's showing me there's clear division in the world. My daughter put up a post the other day because people in my hometown were going, oh, poor Boris, poor Boris, because he's got the coronavirus. And my daughter put up something about it, he's still running the country, for fuck's sake, he's not that bad. And oh my God, the amount of shit she got. See, she's not Mandela affected, she's completely going along with everything that the government are saying, but she's not. She also does. She does actually believe it's part of a bigger plot. Thank God she does. But somebody actually wrote on her status on Facebook, "Take this down if you want a future career." I mean, come on. This is what the unaffected. This is how they're talking. Hook, line, and sinker. So when I was talking to my friend the other day, who's Mandela affected, we were talking about New World Order and end times. And she was also saying that it's frightening her because we are so very, very different. We don't belong here, do we? We don't belong here, and yet here we are. Here we are. So I didn't want to bring coronavirus and things into my Mandela Effect channel, but quite frankly, I have to. Because the unaffected, I'm really seeing the difference between us and them, more than I ever have. And that concerns me. I worry about all the souls on this planet. I cry to God for everybody